Okay, so when you're coming into spirituality and you're opening yourself up as an active channel like I have, things happen sometimes that are a little weird. And people ask sometimes, like, how do you know you're receiving a message? I need to grab my water to take care of myself. How do you know when something is a message from spirit or the universe? Well, you're going about your normal day and stuff, and something happens. Something that is what many people will just call a coincidence, or like not, you're overlooking it, or you just caught the clock at 5:55. I have been working on something with this lunar cycle. So this past full moon was a full moon in Scorpio, but it was also my birthday. I turned 25. And this candle I am charging every single day from that full moon to the new moon in Taurus that's coming up in a couple of weeks. I am charging this candle with everything that I am releasing, everything that is holding me back, all of my doubts, frustrations, insecurities, notions, and energies that people put onto me is going into this candle, and I am sealing it, saying whatever I put into this is not released back to me. It cannot affect my room staying in here for these next 2 weeks. And I was wanting to come on and share that. And along with another thing that I've completely forgotten now, but I went to my tarot shelf, and all my tarot book decks are like stacked on top of each other in their boxes. And I grabbed my Celtic Tarot, and this card from an oracle deck was between the books. My mom and I take very good care of our cards. If something goes missing or is misplaced, we notice. If a card is left aside after we clean up, we notice and take that as a message. I don't know how long this card was sitting between the decks waiting for me to come back to my Celtic Tarot, but it's Taming the Wind from this oracle deck. And this has always been a very intense lady. And I'm going to prop you up on my art tablet. Ah, that's terrible. I needed to get my tripod out anyway because I needed to do a reading. So I need to know what this card means. Because there's a lot shifting right now energetically and internally. I am actively moving things. Okay, Taming the Wind. So this deck has a couple of different ways that you can read it. The essence is kind of like what the overall message of the card is. The invitation is what it means when it's upright, and the medicine is what it means when it's in reverse. Now, everyone can take or leave uprights or reversals as they will, but this was upright. It was card 55, which 5 is the number of change. I just turned 25. And it's more than just serendipitous. So it's time to clear your energy. Literally what I'm doing with this. Be present and become conscious with how you communicate. It is a good time to write in a journal and put your thoughts into a cohesive form. Perhaps you need to actually do a smudging ceremony of your home or office. I could probably benefit from that. Creating a sacred place to write your dreams and desires. Just remember that Taming the Wind appears as a symbol. It is time to honor the Great Spirit with reverence and respect. The essence. Hear the feather, the symbol that has been used in clearing ceremonies for smudging. Reminds you of the sacred commitment you make to your life. It is the symbol of consciously bringing the spiritual into the material, infusing the world with reverence and the acknowledgement of higher planes in the existence of influence and animate all life. The feather is symbolic reminder of deliberately entering into a partnership with the Great Spirit to co-create for the highest good of all. Holy shit. Like, if I had... Hang on a second. So this is my little booklet that I just, like, whenever I need to write something down or I'm out and about and I need a quick list, I use this booklet. But I have collected feathers over several states over the past few years in this book, and I have almost every color in here. I don't think I have a red one yet, but that bridging and acknowledging and bringing the what we would call woo-woo, the metaphysical, the spiritual into this world, that is my life. That is what I've felt for so long was my purpose, was to be that avatar, to be that bridge between the physical world and the spirit world. Holy shit. Okay, well, this came with the Celtic Tarot. This is a very impromptu reading. I feel like I need to do another one after this. This Celtic Tarot was the first one that I bought for myself because this author, Christopher Hughes, is part of the Druidic Order of Wales, yes, but he is also a priest of Caradwyn. Oh my god. Come back here. I need to see what this other card is. Oh my god. Oh my god. We have Death in the Page of Cauldrons. Or what would be the Page of Cups. I've got to cover up the booty here. People immediately get afraid when they see a death card because they think of remorse. They think of the end. But my love, this has needed to die. The situation I have been in, the situation you have been in, collectively this world has been in, and we are being offered this connection with spirit to co-create something that is beautiful. Oh, something's flipped over in the deck. So, like, this is another way that you can see a message is... Another way you can see a message is, oh my god, see what's flipped over in the deck. The Ace of Cauldrons, literally a new beginning coming from God, coming from the oceans to allow you to feel this. One where you're not fighting, one where you're not hiding from people trying to steal from you. Yeah, we've been hurt. Ace of Swords, but that's not the mentality that we're having anymore. That is exactly what I am releasing into this candle. The mentality, the notion that I deserve the hurt that was laid at my feet. I am not accepting that cup anymore. I am not putting that work into that life. This is Math and Gwydion, and if you know some of Celtic lore of the Mabinogi, I'll be talking about this in season 2 of my podcast. Math and Gwydion made this flower maiden because their ward son was cursed by his mother to never have a name until he was forced to have one, never have a weapon until he was forced to take arms, never to have a bride. They made a bride for him, but in this world where women are treated as incubators, where women are treated as this, as a concubine, as an asset, no, the Wheel of Fortune is turning, my love, and that is not your reality anymore. It is going to die. It needs to. Taming the Wind. Holy shit. I am just floored sometimes by this connection and how it speaks to me in my life. Like, it's just a Friday morning. I was getting ready to have meetings, and I'm like, no, I know I need to do a reading, and I wanted to talk about my candle and talk about releasing, and you have to release because God is waiting on you to let them in and allow them to fuck up your life in the most beautiful way because they have something glorious. That's the word my tongue wanted to say, glorious, for you. Holy shit.